FBI has reportedly reopened the investigation into the alleged murder of Aaron Carter, and shocking claims suggest that none other than Sean Diddy Carter might be involved. What's even more disturbing is that the details surrounding Aaron's death bear eerie similarities to the mysterious passing of Diddy's ex-wife, Kim Porter, and the alleged murder of Aaliyah, Jay-Z's former girlfriend. Could all these tragedies really be coincidences, or is there something far darker at play?
I go on my Twitter and I see people saying, "You look like you have AIDS, you should go die." I don't understand how I dedicated 22 years of my life to my fans, and now they turn on me.
Do you regret ever getting involved in...
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was 15 years old, because when I did MTV Cribs, the day that I had to go show off that house, my mom and my dad told me, "We're getting a divorce. You still have to go do this." I had to go show off all the stuff my whole life that was going to be taken away from me.
Aaron Carter's death in November 2022 has been shrouded in controversy from the very beginning. The singer, who was said to have died from a Xanax overdose, had posted a chilling video shortly before his passing, claiming that his life was in danger and that certain people were after him. Then shockingly, just one day after Diddy's birthday, Aaron was found dead, labeled as yet another accident.
Aaron Carter begged for her in front of the world. He begged for financial support to help get him a private security team to keep him alive. He said on numerous occasions, "If anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not vital." And no one said anything.
Silence breaker for my brother, who is a artist, and they're after my life. My whole family is after my life, and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. They owe me money, and they're trying to off. And I'm begging you, and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself.
Aaron Carter had reportedly spoken about people who were after him, though he never revealed exactly who they were. What's unsettling is how his death mirrors that of Diddy's ex-wife, Kim Porter. According to Aaron's autopsy, he allegedly died from a Xanax overdose in a bathtub. No water was found in his lungs, casting serious doubt on the official story. Even his mother believes the police are covering up a murder. Rumors suggest that Aaron may have been killed and then placed in the bathtub, eerily similar to what many believe happened to both Aaliyah and Kim Porter.
Aaron Carter was found dead in a bathtub in his home in Los Angeles last November. Since that time, TMZ has reported the LA County coroner did not find water in his lungs, meaning he didn't drown. Carter's mother, Jane Schneck, posted photos on Facebook that show the bathroom where her son was found. She wrote on Facebook, "Because of my son's mental illness and prescription issues, they, the cops, just wanted it to be something easy that they didn't have the time or inclination to address." Schneck wants a more thorough investigation. She wrote that her son was receiving threats from many people, and she believes there were people out there who wanted to harm him.
Aaron Carter's life was marked by abuse, first at the hands of his own family and later by the darker side of Hollywood. Allegedly, when he entered the music industry at a young age, he was exploited by powerful figures in the business. These experiences reportedly took a heavy toll on him, contributing to severe mental health struggles and ultimately leading him to become a habitual substance user.
But your system is still so weak that it can't fight off. You know, I used to...
Sorry, my part is just like... So you guys got to understand out there, like, this is like... No, I know, this is kind of like... it's giving me anxiety, okay? So my heart is racing. I did not take any medications before I came here. I haven't in actually a couple of days because I wanted to try to wean myself off of this.
But then one of the things I also noticed when you met with Dr. Jorge, you opened up and expressed your concerns that you're worried you have HIV.
Absolutely.
I know you recently came out as bisexual.
Yes.
Is that one of the other reasons that's had you concerned? Because you admit in the tape piece that you say, I haven't always been safe sexually.
Absolutely. No, and that's a fact. I haven't always been safe sexually, and I have no problems in saying that. It is the toughest thing to deal with.
Aaron Carter dropping a major bombshell on Thursday, alleging on Twitter that his late sister Leslie, who died in 2012, sexually abused him when he was a child. In a series of tweets, the singer explained, quote, "My sister raped me from the age of 10 to 13 years old when she wasn't on her medications." He also alleged, "I was abused not only sexually by her, but by my first 2 backup dancers when I was 8 years old, and my brother and me my whole life. ET has reached out to Nick Carter for comment. Aaron claims the question came as a result of his late sister Leslie's mental health issues. He says she suffered from bipolar disorder and took lithium to treat it, claiming that when she was not on her meds, she did things that she never meant to do. As a result, Aaron says he spent the last 15 years of his life going to therapy.
Aaron Carter's mother has repeatedly claimed that her son was murdered and that his case must be reopened. The circumstances surrounding his death bear disturbing similarities to other mysterious deaths in the music industry, cases often disguised as accidents or suicides. Many seemingly healthy individuals have vanished under suspicious circumstances, leaving behind more questions than answers. Beneath this web of deception lies a far darker truth, one that may finally come to light in the wake of the recent revelations involving Diddy and his alleged co-conspirators.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the tenant for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came, discovered it, managed him, and got custody of him, promised to look after him, and then he sent him to the devil. Does that sound like a good guy? Or does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like, what kind of fool do you gotta be to take another boy, another talented boy, and put him in your place so it ain't gotta be you? Because that's what people do. They get victims, and then once they get to a certain age and they get too old for them to enjoy them, they send them out to kick other kids. Now, Usher was a procurer, and if Usher knew what was going to happen to any of those children he took to the Flavor Freak office, he a good guy. Especially considering what happened to him. Especially considering that he sat Stern, Howard Stern said, "Would you see your kids to Puffy's Flavor King?" And his immediate response was, "Hell no!" So it's good enough for everybody else's kids, but it's not good.
Aaron Carter's challenges in the music industry, unfortunately, reflect a broader, troubling pattern. Numerous child stars have faced similar exploitation. Hollywood harbors a dark culture of sexual abuse, with figures like Aaron Carter and Justin Bieber among those whose experiences have emerged publicly. Both were allegedly taken advantage of at a young age, and the parallels in their struggles with mental health and substance use point to a shared history of abuse that left lasting scars.
What was Kim's state? Why did, and in the report, didn't it say she had blood on the pillow and bruises or something like that? The case needs to be reopened, man. The case really needs to be reopened. Because if that girl was there and she said that Kim was all right, what happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
I didn't know any of that, man. I never heard of that. So when they found her, she had bruises and a lot of her stuff was missing.
Bro, it's a lot of suspect things going on. First and foremost, in our day and time, other than our house key, a woman gonna keep her phone. She got a lot of different persons, but everybody always grab their phone. Why come right till today, right now, nobody knows what Kim Porter phone is. And they know they had iPhone. Why have nobody went to the cloud and got the text messages and the things off her phone? Because everything that came in that phone is text, and you know your iPhone find my phone. Nobody tried to find the phone. I would love for her son, who has all the rights, to go to and get all the stuff out the clouds. Her last text, who she called, who she spoke to, who called her, where was the last place her phone was at before it was destroyed and cut off. It will tell you that too. I'm not a medical, nor I was an investigator on that case. I don't believe that an individual with her, I want to say, financial status would lay up in the house and die of pneumonia without a doctor or some kind of medical person responsible. So I think it may have been some, I guess, foul play. But we need to get what the fire department, what the coroners, what the pathologists, and everybody, say.
So you feel like she was murdered?
I feel that it was some foul play in her death. A lot of foul play. Why would you take somebody's phone? Why would you take somebody's tablet or her computer? It was some foul play. Why is there blood on her sheets? Why is things are happening that nobody spoke on? Why is that a person can say that they left at 8 in the morning and Kim was alive, and 11 she's dead? Some foul play, bro.
If it was foul play, why would somebody want Kim Porter killed?
It's a couple of women in this industry, and for their sake, I will not mention their name. Listen to me. There's a couple of women, probably more than a handful, but I know about 4 of them that knows everybody dirty secret. And if those secrets get exposed and tell what some of these guys and some of these people were really doing behind the closed doors, in the boardroom, in and out the closet, that their life would be in danger. Because men wasn't men, and women were acting like men. And that's all I'm saying.